Yo, what is up, guys and gals? Jigablogsec here, where today I want to show you how to make do the Captain Marvel power-up effect with your arm. So pretty much, yeah, just in Hitfilm Express. Now I am using some paid materials, specifically Mocha Hitfilm, which is also Mocha is also used in After Effects. It's a tracking. It's kind of pretty much. Mocha is one of the creators of After Effects Roto Brush and all that, but I got it for Hitfilm Express, so people can use that. But it's only $50 if you want to buy it, or you could buy the entire package for about $600. But the $50 here, they give a great discount. The only thing that I can't do is the Roto Brush. The Roto Brush is more expensive. But so pretty much, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to make a clean plate. Ooh, I just realized I did not. Whoops, there we go. Much better. So you're gonna have to start with a clean plate of pretty much just your arm like this, or well, probably more in frame like that. I filmed it a little bit earlier today, or well, actually last night, and I tested it out. But now I want to show you guys how to do this effect. It's actually really easy. I really enjoyed doing it. I think it's great. So yeah, let's get right into it. So first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna start off with your just thing. You open up Hitfilm Express and drag in your clip. So let me drag that in here. And yeah. So then what you want to do, whoopsies, what in the world did I click? Okay. So what you're going to want to do is bring it into the timeline, crop it if you need, or like trim it if you need to. So I want to bring it here, make a cut, and just before I put it down, I'm gonna bring it right here and make another cut. Zoom in a little bit. Ooh, computer, you got this. I know you're hating me right now, computer. You got this. Come on. Move. Bring that in there, and then make this into a composite shot. And so exactly. So actually, whoops. We're gonna right click it and rename this to be I'm gonna rename this to be tutorial, but I would name it as like main or something like that. That's not how you spell. Is that how you spell tutorial? That's not how you spell tutorial, because the R is after the O, not before. Big brain moments. Okay, I'm exhausted. I feel like y'all are just dissing me right now. But okay. So what you first want to do? I'm gonna color code this. So this will be tomato. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna duplicate it, and I don't want this to be tomato. I'll make this saffron. This is where all the tracking data will be in the second thing here. So what you're gonna do is go up to effects, go to Bourse Effects Mocha, and drag Mocha Hitfilm into the effects of the duplicate. Go to controls and open the Mocha UI. Now you can also do this with the freehand masking tool here, which is a pain in the butt to do because rotoing. I don't think you want to do that frame by frame by frame. So, yeah, Mocha Hitfilm. So let's launch the Mocha UI, and here we are. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go up here. This is the X-spline layer. Z is to zoom in and out. X is to move around. But we're gonna ooh, whoops. I'm gonna move up here. Remember, start at 0, and I'm just gonna bring it and start clicking around. This is gonna be a very rough thing. Actually, I'm gonna cut to when I'm done. Alright, I'm almost done here. Just gonna wrap it around here and then in, and around here and then in, around here, and then in, and around here, and keep going just a little bit more. And then right click it to make it complete. Now I'm gonna hold Z and zoom out. Hit X. Then I got this. It's gonna look great. I track it. Just let it track. If anything messes up, you can fix it. But since this is a very simple, I'm not moving my hand as much or my arm a lot. I shouldn't need to fix really anything at all. But so it's gonna go through the few hundred frames it needs to go through. going to do all that tracking data, quickly rotoing it. Like, it just makes your life so much easier instead of manually rotoing each and every frame, because that takes so long. Doing that takes hours and hours, and just, it's ridiculous. Oh no, there's a mistake. Uh-oh. Where did I see it? Where did I see it? Where did I see it? Right here. No. Oh no. There you go. I fixed it. Now, continue tracking. Now, I shot this footage at 720p, so it's not highest resolution. Which, I mean, the higher resolution, the easier it is to track, really. So I was being stupid and didn't shoot this at 1080p. But whatever. I should have shot it at 1080p. I didn't. Rookie mistake. Don't ever do that. Shoot it at the highest resolution you can offer. It's actually really easy to do. I'm surprised how easy it is to do. I think Mocha Hitfilm is absolutely incredible. Well, Mocha's for every software it's got. There's an Avid version, there's a After Effects version. Like, it's incredible what like this software can do. And now we just wait a little bit longer for this to you know, do. I do have family over, so I'm not gonna really be posting much. I'm filming this Friday at 12:36. I should be in school right now, because I go to school in person. I'm not in school, so anyone who's watching this at school, ha, suckers! You guys just got out of Lyceum, you just got out of your recess time, and now you're going to frickin', well, in my class, you'd be going into your science class. Stupid earth science. So ha, take that. Have fun with Mr. B, Supreme Dictator B. Alright, so next thing I want to do, I'm going to move my camera. So what you want to do is export tracking data. Now, it will usually do support motion blur. That's not what we want. We want this one. Transform data. Position, scale, rotation. Save it. Save it under a name. Like, let's say, I'm gonna just tutorial track hand or arm, whatever. Save it like that. Then it should be saved to your files. Then save the Mocha Hitfilm project and exit out of it. Then the next thing you want to do is make this into a composite shot. Because you've already done that. You want to make the layer with the Mocha, put it into its own composite shot. I probably should put my camera back on. Whoa! But okay, so you're going to right click here, make composite shot. You're going to go to masks, effects, and transform properties and click move with layer. Then rename this to arm roto. Now what you want to do is go here, go to effects and the control setting, go to matte and hit apply matte. So then you can see the track data of the arm. And that is my tracked arm. So I'll let you guys do that. Oh, and if your mask's a little bit large, you can feather it if needed, but I'm not going to feather it because I don't think I need to feather it. But oh, if I want to get rid of my arm, aha, there it is. My arm's gone. I stole my arm. So yeah. Now, back into the main composition, we now have an alpha matte of my arm. So if I turned off the actual, like, if I turn this off, it looks the same. It looks identical. Like, there's nothing happening. But if I turn off the actual media and kept the arm roto composite shot on, we still have the alpha matte. So there you go. So now we have that alpha matte. Let's go get the tracking data. So what you want to do is go to up to media, hit import, go to composite shot, and go here to tutorial track hand or whatever you saved it as. Then you have all the tracking data needed. Now you want to go to layer 2, the point data, and copy it and paste it into your main composition. And then it should track perfectly. It's the arm track. It should track perfectly with the arm's mask. Now that we have the matte and tracking data, we can begin compositing, adding the actual effect for the Captain Marvel power. So let's create a new plane and add the fractal noise effect. So we're going to go to plane and just hit OK. Now the plane should be automatically set to the resolution you're using. If it's 4K, 6K, 720p, 640p, like, it doesn't matter. It should automatically fix to what your timeline has it set as. So what we're going to do is go up to effects, go into generate, scroll until you find the fractal noise, bring it into this plane, go into controls, go to appearance, go into color 1, and we're going to make it a dark purple. And the reason we're changing it to dark purple is because it blends better with the skin. It will help it blend better, make it look much more organic and natural, but also still like supernatural because, you know, it's superpowers. Then what you want to do is right-click the plane, set the blend to multiply. And then up the exposure a little bit so it kind of like breaks off. So I would say right about there, perfect. 1.2 to 1.8 is probably the best area, because on my last test I did 1.6. But yeah, I think this is like the best kind of area you want to be in. So now we have to have the actual fractal noise move and look like it's going up. So what you're going to do is go to, we're going to actually keyframe it. So we're going to make sure at the beginning of the comp, which we are, so we're going to keyframe seed, and then we're going to go into transform and keyframe position. So then you want to skip to the end and raise the Y value on the position. I'm going to raise it to about, let's say, 1478. That's just a random number I just picked. It doesn't matter. I would suggest raising it over 1,000 if it's more than 10 seconds long. It matters how fast you want this to move, and like this is an 11-second clip, so I think this would work perfectly. And then change the seed. I'm going to change it to 5. Just a random seed. Doesn't really matter. This will make the fractal noise change over time. Next thing you want to do is add the set matte effect to the plane. So what you're going to do is go over to keying. Scroll down. There's this thing called matte enhancement. Right here, set matte. It's just, my camera's just in the way of it. Whatever. Just search up set matte. This is it. Add it to the layer. Go to controls. Now we need to set a source layer. So hold on, let me close fractal noise. So I would use the arm roto. I'm also going to rename the point as arm tracking data, or just arm track. Makes life easier. But yeah, so now you can see if I turn off the set matte, the noise is there. But if I turn it on, it's only within my arm. Now what you want to do is set the blend mode to subtract. Now it looks like it's not all in there, and then switch it to invert. And there's a reason we're doing subtract, and it's because we're going to add another layer that actually has the orange energy effect. So, yeah. Now that the fractal noise has been restricted to my arm, we can add the light wrapped effect, which also is right here in matte enhancements. And bring it in, plop. What I'm going to do is set the source layer to the original footage. And I would also set the blend mode to add. Now something that will help with this effect is have like a slight orangish light point at your actor. So it kind of gets more of a realistic effect, like there's actually light bouncing off of you instead of doing it all through digitally, which we're going to do it digitally because I did not think about this on set. But what I would suggest is think about what you're going to do in post-production, while one thing in pre-production and while shooting then and there. So it makes your life a lot easier in post-production. Now we gotta up the radius and opacity to kind of work with the scene. I'm gonna put radius about 7.8. And maybe bring down the opacity to like 6.7. Yeah, that's what I want. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rename this plane. I'm gonna rename it as purple. That's not how you spell purple. Purple. Fractal. Now fractal. I can't type. Lord Almighty. Fractal. Let's hope I spelled that right. There's no I, but whatever. And then add a matte cleaner effect, which is just under the light wrap in effects panel. And then you can increase the feather as you see fit. I don't think we should feather it. I'm not gonna mess with it. But this is just so you can choose. Just so you have a choice here. It's your choice. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add that orange energy. So we're going to grab the purple fractal, which I'm fairly sure I chose a nice purple looking tone. Duplicate it. I'm going to change this to a good old rose and rename it orange energy. And this is what we're going to do with the orange energy. And then we're going to change the blend mode to add, I believe. Yes. Then change the fractal noise type to energy, because right now it's set to clouds. You want to bring it down to energy. Then you want to reset the color 1 and exposure settings. So go to appearance, right click, reset, right click, reset. I love my face here right now. My face right now in this is hilarious. But I'm going to bring it to right here, to the beginning. So far it's looking pretty good, but it's not looking just like the effect. So we really want to make it look more organic. So we want to decrease the offset to kind of make it look more like what you want. I want to bring it to like right there. That's perfect. That's what I want. That's what I want to see. I think actually it might be a little bit too glowy. I'll bring it down to like perfect. That's what I want. 0.34 is like the hot spot. It looks beautiful, but this doesn't look organic enough. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to subsettings and increase the influence to make it look a little bit more organic. Because if I did it 100%, oh Lord save us. But I'd say probably about 78% is like the hot spot, the sweet, the chef's kiss for this. And maybe up the exposure a little bit. It matters how dark your scene is. Yeah, no, don't up the exposure. Reset the exposure. And now what we're going to do, so the way we're going to mess with the color and make it orange is we're going to use the curves, which is not like kind of standard. Most people use a color wheel, but I don't feel like buying the Cine color wheel. So I'm using curves as like just an easy alternative. So go here to color correction and go here to curves. Add it to the orange energy. Go to red. Bring it up. Go to green, make it an S curves. Go to blue and bring it down. And there's a little bit of orange. You might want to like tweak it a little bit to get just what you want. Then I could have a green. I don't want to overdo the highlights, so that's about right. That's what I want there. What I would also add to this layer is a few glow effects, so it kind of gets more of that cool glow looking thing. But you don't want to blow out the highlights, otherwise it won't look realistic. You can find the glow effect in the light and flares panel, which is right here. Now you might have to do it multiple times just to get what you want, but I would decrease the threshold just a little bit and then increase the intensity. And yeah, it's kind of blowing out the highlights. You kind of really have to start messing with it, and then mess with radius. I choose to up the radius. And there we go, we have that. And then you can duplicate it, and then you can mess with the radius again. I didn't mean to duplicate the curves, that's not what I wanted. Duplicate the glow. And maybe bring the threshold up a little bit. This one, and the intensity up a bit to like right there, so you kind of get the little glow off my head, and then bring down the radius. Perfect, that looks great. That's just what I want. And now we have it. We got everything, pretty much everything you need. Alright, so now we're gonna do something that I haven't tried yet. I have not tried this yet. I have no idea if it's gonna work or not, and how bad it's gonna be. So what I really want to do right now is just add the arm. So if you see this, you can kind of see that my arm's moving with it, but it's kind of like swimming. It's just moving through the effect, like, and it doesn't look realistic, really. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the orange energy to the frick, to the arm track, so it tracks perfectly with it, so it stays with it, it looks good. Because that's what you want. It's what you want. So then I will actually have to scale up. I'll have to scale up the orange energy, so it works better. It's looking good, it's looking good. This is going to be a longer tutorial, just saying now. Probably, as you can tell, it's not my usual 10-minute tutorials, because this is a very difficult thing to do. Now, I want to use the freehand mask tool. Or actually, hold on, wait a minute, what are we doing? Let me figure this out. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring in the plane from the media panel and try to line it up with my arm. Hold on. Okay, so right here, it's like just over my arm. And then we want to attach it to the arm track, so it moves with it. Okay, good. Oh Lord, please work. I've never done this before, so if this doesn't work, I'll have to cut this out of the tutorial. So then we right click and set the blend to probably add. Okay, cool. It's working well. Still have never done this. I'm really nervous. I'm starving. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do use the freehand mask tool. So just drop that there and that there, and then kind of like make it rounder, and then okay. Never done this before. I'm really freaking out about this because I've never, like, I don't know what I'm doing. And then click that. Oh no. Stop. Then add another mask. Gosh darn. And then add another one right here, probably. And right about there. And I think that will look a bit better. And last, but not least, right there. And right about there, and then really can't get it to be thinner. Okay, I think that's gonna be good. So I'm just gonna select all of these so that you can see all of them there. Now I think we should add the neon path effect, which is in generate. Now I don't know if I own neon path effect. Do I own the neon path effect? I probably don't own the neon path effect. I do own the neon path effect. Oh yay! Which you can get from the VFX package. So yeah. So what we're gonna do is add the neon path effect to this layer. And oh, it's working! It's working! Yes! Holy Lord Almighty! So to animate this, if I remember correctly, we messed with the evolution properties. So let's go to controls. Go to evolution. We keyframe that. So here, let's skip to the end and choose different number. So I'll increase it, just test it with an easy N. That's cool. It goes around and around and around. Alright, cool, that's cool. Okay, cool. We probably want the lines to be shorter, so let's lower the extension. That's looking good. That's looking good. That's looking good. That's looking good. Maybe bring it up the extension just up a little bit. Perfect. I'm just really excited, man. Now I know everything has its own distortion properties, so we can adjust that. I went and messed the core. I'm gonna shrink my webcam a bit so I fit better over here. Distortion. Maybe I like that. I like the, yeah, we want electricity. I'm bringing that up to 68. I like that. Let's go with let's go to inner glow and go with more of an orange inner glow. Yes, kind of looking like the Flash inner glow. And a purple-ish outer glow. Maybe, possibly. Okay, maybe. And then from here, you can do whatever you want. Want color grade it, add some anamorphic lens flares, all that type of lovely jazz, cool stuff. That's what you want to do from here. But so yeah, this is what it looks like, just basic, just the effect by itself, and then you can mess with whatever you want after that. So all right, that's it. It's done. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe and click that little bell to be notified of all my new content. And I'll be coming out with more tutorials like this, more advanced stuff, so you can do your superhero type movies. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.